Welcome to Redbeard and the Den of Tools. Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bearer, back in the Den of Tools. And today we are at ye old Harbor Freights because it's that time of month. It's time for the monthly sales flyer. We got a lot to go through here, so we're going to tear into it, okay? First thing up, we got the 26-inch single bank extra deep cabinets. Remember, these are the new ones. They're the US General Series 2. They're all 22 inches deep. Price listed on this is $280, but there are better coupons out there. Anytime you hear the bear say there's better coupons, you want to head over to Harbor Freight Coupon Database to check it out. That's your source for finding all the coupons that are out there. Harbor Freight puts out so many coupons in so many different locations, and the prices are always a little bit different. But don't worry, remember, they always honor those coupons. They say they honor them over the phone. You might have a manager who's, not had a good day or something. But corporate says that they do honor phone-based coupons, so you should be able to do it. Anyway, let's go through the rest of these real quick. So we've got the 4000 max starting 3200 running generator. Remember, you want to look at the running as far as how much stuff you can actually carry on it. And the max is for things that spike a lot when you turn them on, like, say, air conditioners and stuff like that. $289. We've got the rapid pump 3-ton steel heavy-duty low-profile jack. That is by far my favorite, I think, bang for the buck kind of jack there at Harbor Freights. $89.99. I think I've seen it for as low as $90, or as I should say, $80. I could be wrong. Let me take a quick look here. Yep, there's a coupon out for it currently for $79.99. So you want to look around for that one. Next up, we've got the super coupon on the hardwood dolly, $12. There might have been one for like $1 less or something, but I gotta tell you, even if you're just buying the wheels, it's hard to beat that price. Heavy duty foldable aluminum sports chair for $20. I still gotta pick one up. I keep saying I'm going to. $25 on the light. The light's great, but I'll be honest, if you have access to a Costco, I know Costco has one, essentially the same thing. I think they're $20, which I think there probably is a coupon out for this one for $20. And, hold on, let me check. Yeah, current best price coupon on this is $20. Anyway, the one from Costco is, you can daisy chain them. So you can run one into the next, up to 6 of them, I think. The Hardy gloves, that makes me wince. Anybody over 40, any man over 40 winces at the side of that picture. But they're good gloves. The youngest cub, he uses those for his, Super Scooper's job, his business. He's an entrepreneurial bear. We get the moving blankets for $3.99. The Predator gas-powered auger, that thing's a beast, for $170. The American flag for $4.99. I know some of you have issues with buying American flags that aren't made in America, and I don't blame you for that. The way I use these flags is I'm going to use them in some place where the flag's going to get a lot of wear and tear. I don't want to put a lot of money into a flag that I know is going to not last that long anyway. And then we got the Bunker Hill there for $2.99. That's a good price for that ammo box. Good luck trying to find a plastic ammo box like that for less than $3. You're going to be hard pressed to match that price. You know what? It's a good ammo box. It lasts a good long time. And the bear, I can't do the metal ammo boxes anymore. It's like nails on chalkboard on that metal material. It just drives the bear crazy. All right, next up, we got the Earthquake 20-volt lithium cordless extreme torque half-inch impact wrench. Wow. $239.99. If you are a serious mechanic, this one's a no-brainer. We got 25% off any TV mounts there. Sorry for the glare. I know glare. I actually took pictures of it this time rather than using the online one. You know why? Because they actually finally sent me a catalog. And I'm moving in 4 weeks. I can't win. 1,200 pound was the Badland winch there for $300. That thing is a beast. They're just, I've heard so many people who just love that thing and say that it rocks. And I know pros who use it for winching cars up onto flatbeds and stuff like that. They're great. We've got the, what do we got here? The quantum flashlights, the headlamp for $10. Oh, I don't show the missus. She's been dying for some more headlamps. Apparently, we're going to be doing some more early morning walkies here. It's hard to take, when you live in Vegas, it's hard to go out, anytime after May 1st during the day because it's already hitting the 90s out here. Yeah, spring lasts about 3.5 hours around here. We go straight from winter right into 100-degree heat. Air compressors, the red air compressors, remember, those are only good for really light-duty kind of stuff. They're noisy as all heck. If you can, and you want a small air compressor, I suggest jumping up to the Fortress ones. They're so quiet. They're so much more civilized to use. 100-watt solar panel kit for $150. It's a nice basic kit. Yes, you can get cheaper panels off of eBay, but the panels you get off of eBay are usually the kind where they're very directional. If they get any dust or anything on them, they don't really put out. These are almost, think of it, basically there's two types of them. I don't remember the technical term for them, but there's ones that need like direct sunlight, non-interfered with no clouds, and they put out the most amount of electricity that way. Then you have these other ones that are less picky about the kind of sunlight. They may not put out quite as much power, but they put out more power on average, and that's what these are. And I think for $150, it's a pretty decent kit. We get the alkaline batteries. I still haven't tried those. I know they got better batteries out than the old ones that they used to have. I'm going to get around to it. The 15 tool bag for $5.99. That's a great deal, guys. I love those bags. I use them for all sorts of things. It's kind of my general utility bag, and that is the best price you're going to see on those out there. We got $50 any drain cleaner. That's a nice little deal. I wonder if does that qualify for, I'm trying to read here. Can we offer good while supplies last night? Original coupon must be presented, limited 1 coupon per day. It's Hydrostar. 50% off any Hydrostar cleaner. Because I was going to say, I know that Braun one is pretty cool, but it's the Hydrostar ones. Anyway, that's still, they're decent cleaners. All right, let's see what else we got here. 130-piece tool set for $3. You know, that's not a bad idea. Getting something like that to throw in the back of the truck. You know, I'm always down on these sets and stuff, but you got to think, you look at something like that, that's a nice little emergency tool set. Maybe I'll do that. And we've got the 125 amp flux core welder for $100. Now that one, I'm going to say there's usually a slightly better coupon out on that one. And I'm wrong. Right now, that is the best price. It goes down to a little bit, like maybe $10 less than that on average, but right now that is the best price out. 2150 lumens hardwired LED security light. I don't have any experience with that one. I've worked with some of the solar ones, but not with those. So if you guys have any experience with it, let me know. Next page, we've got the Yukon cabinet there for $229. The best price you're going to see on that all year round is $200. So that's a pretty good price on that. I'm not sure if there's a better coupon on it right now, but I would be surprised if there is. We get the portable garage for $179.99. That's a pretty flimsy product, but when used properly in the right circumstances, it's not bad. The generator, we've talked enough about the generator. Those things are a killer deal. The links, we get the 40-volt lithium cordless trimmer or hedge trimmer there. So your choice, either or, for $124.99. Now remember, this is 40-volt cordless. This is their own battery platform. Yeah, I know. It'd be nice if they'd, put it together with the other platforms. I wonder if they're going to come out with those for the Bauer. We shall see. We got the Super Channel Cobra. That's a good deal at $220. High velocity fans. Summer is a-coming, and you're going to want to be ready, especially if you live in an area like us where it just runs up on you. You need to get something like that because you don't want to get heat stroke out in your shop this summer. Warrior bits for $13.99. Usually those are on sale for a little bit cheap. Usually around $10, I think. I could be wrong. I'm not, but I could be. Pop-up canopy for $54.99. I'm not a big fan of that. I think you can get a better canopy for around $50 to $60. Usually by shopping around, you can get one of the ones where they're not the slant-legged style. They're like basically clones of the Easy Up style. I prefer those. The retractable hose reel for $60. That's a good deal. You need to get yourself one of those. And I can't talk enough about this Viking jump starter and power pack for $64.99. Everyone I've talked to and everything I've seen, this thing is great. It'll jumpstart, your small to medium size 8-cylinder engines, much less your 6 and 4 cylinders. Somebody said they tried it on a 10-cylinder and it didn't start that. Well, there are limits. All right, we got the Titanium Unlimited 200 Professional Multi-Pressless Welder for $650. You got to really like the Titanium line for the prosumer quality that it's bringing in there. For those of you who want something along the lines of the Vulcan, but you're not a pro and you can't really justify it, but you want to have some good equipment for your projects around the house or farm, that's a good welder to get. $30, any Predator gas engine pump. That's a good deal. You don't see a lot of coupons for anything with the name Predator on it. So if you've been holding off on one of those, now's the time to get it. Bauer, half-inch heavy-duty extreme torque impact wrench. Guys and gals, we need to stop for a second and talk about something. There's all this talk about, oh, who's the best cordless this? Who's the best cordless that? You know what? If I was a young guy trying to start my own shop, I'd be using that. That right there. That would be the one. $100. And then think about that. I mean, because if you look at, what was it? I looked at the cordless price on the Snap-on. It was $800. Even the cordless price on the Earthquake is like $250 or something. I could get 2 of these and have money left over for other parts and stuff, and be able to, run a shop. And you get the extended warranty on it. Oh my gosh. Talk about value for the buck. And people are like, well, I don't like having it corded. How many people use a freaking, air wrench? It's having an air line versus an electrical line. I got to tell you, having an electrical line is going to be a lot easier to work with than having an air line. It really is. Now, granted, there's a safety issue if you slice into that electrical line. It could be a shocking experience. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes you have to round off some of the corners when you're starting off a small business. And this is the way you do it, is you buy, inexpensive tools that get the job done today, so you can buy nicer tools that are basically a luxury down the road. And I say luxury because the other tools, this will do the job. It really will. 10,000 foot-pound of torque, or 1,000 foot-pound of torque, it'll get the job done. All right, 12 by 12 microfiber cleaning cloths, pack of 4. These are the larger ones, I think, rather than the ones that are... No, actually at $199, that's probably the free pack. That said, check out the free coupons. Go to Harbor Freight coupon databases, and up at the top, click on free coupons, and you'll see all the free coupons down there. 7-inch tile saw with sliding table, $220. Oh, man, I cannot tell you how good these Diamondback saws are. And at $220, I think is a steal of a deal. Variable speed multifunction tool for $22.99. It's not a bad price. I'm not the sort that I use the variable speed. Some people do. We got the scaffolding. Here's the portable shed for $139. That's the 10 by 10. We got the Bauer 20 volt lithium cordless quarter-inch hex impact. That thing is great, man. Bauer is one of the best prosumer lines out there, and I'm really impressed with the quality. Every time I pick them up, I still look at it and go, wow. This, maybe it's because I wasn't expecting much from the middle line stuff from Harbor Freight, but I would say it's in the same level as the high-end Ryobi stuff. Maybe even a little better in some cases. 4-foot, 12 outlet metal power strip, $17.99. Nice for use out in the shop, especially over a workbench kind of area. Remember, this isn't a surge protector. This is just like a breakout strip for multiple outlets. Solid chalk rubber wheel, $4.99. Lots of people ask about it. It's great. Get it. Use it. It's wonderful. Capacity trailer, 30 or 350. I haven't used one of these. Maybe next summer we'll get around to doing a project with those. The SAE metric Torx folding hex key set. I just picked these up. They're not fantastic. All right, the metal's a little on the soft side for like everyday shop use. But for, miscellaneous, DIY kind of stuff, it's probably good enough. Shut up, Moto. I picked them up because I can't find my T-set. And they're in a box somewhere, and I needed some for this trip. So that way I knew I'd have at least something with me. And you know what? For that, they're a great value. That's the other thing I got to say. Guys, if you're a real tool guy and you can't look at a tool and find some way to make it useful, I don't think you're much of a tool guy. Even bad tools can have a use. That use may be as a paperweight, but they can have a use if you look at it right. All right, we got a couple of the miter saws, the good and the better. I've said it before. If you can afford the difference, you need to get the Admiral saw. I know you're like, well, Bear, that's a good jump. Shut up, Moto. You say, Bear, that's a good jump and change there, right? Well, remember with that Chicago, you still got to buy a blade. The Admiral comes with a decent blade. Once you factor in that cost, they're within spitting distance. And for the features you get on the Admiral, I'd go with the Admiral. 30-inch 4-drawer tech cart for $129.99. This used to be not quite so much of a deal. In fact, actually, I take it back. It used to be quite a deal because there was a coupon out for like, what they put it on, for $80 or something like that. They messed up on that one. They immediately printed a retraction, but some people still honored it. Anyway, that said, it's a decent cart, and it used to be a question about whether you spend a few extra bucks to go up to the 5-drawer cart. But the 5-drawer cart, once they added all the colors and everything else, it's just not that cheap anymore, and that makes this one more of a value. Again, the side tables sold separately. Air impact wrenches. Oh my gosh, I just got one of these things. I love them. And at that price, $90. I was just at, where was I at? Napa. And I was astounded by the prices that they were asking for their air impacts over there. There's just no way. I'd easily get one of these earthquakes. 7-piece combo ratcheting wrench set for $20. I looked at these, you saw the Cobalt ones I got. My store still has the Cobalt ratcheting wrenches for $20. Insane how there's still some of those left. They're an excellent quality tool. The finish on them is fantastic. If you rated those a 9 out of 10, these would be like a 7.5. I'm not saying they won't do the job just as good. I'm just talking about fit and finish looking. The Rapid Pump 1.5 ton lightweight floor jack for $60. If you're not pumping up a big truck or something like that, and you want a jack that you can pick up, this is the one to get. That low profile one that I like, it's a floor jack that stays on the floor because the thing weighs a ton. This thing's light enough that it isn't a chore to pick it up, and it even has a nice little handle on it, which they could have put a handle on the other one, you think. All right, the Predator stuff we talked about. If it's got the word Predator on it, it's great. Just go and look for the best coupon on it. The multi-purpose workbench there for $80. Yeah, it's a bit of a chore to put it together, but once you get it together, it's a pretty good bench. And people are like, well, I could build one for blah, blah, blah. Time, money, materials. By the time you've got all the materials, everything together, you might save a few bucks, but it's not going to have the easy use. It's not going to have sliding drawers. This has got a built-in light. You're going to put a light on your workbench too, because that's going to add in, $20 in cost. So you need to factor those things in. The mobile miter saw stand. So this is the Chicago electric one for $90. That's a great deal. Yeah, I've got the Hercules one. Yeah, I love the Hercules one. But this will do 90% of what the Herc stand will do. So if money is a factor and you don't like the Hercules blue because obviously you're a communist or something, then getting the Chicago electric is just fine. The 1-ton capacity folding jack for $139. It's not a bad price. That said, you should be able to go on Craigslist and within a week or so find somebody selling one for $100. Even if you're only using it for one job, buy it, use it for one job, and you can turn around, sell it for $100. It's kind of like the de facto price I've seen on Craigslist. The ultralight, crush-proof, weather-resistant, lockable case. Those things, great. I can't say enough about these cases. The Apache cases, just find the one you want that fits. They got the new rolling case. They're awesome. The cement mixer. Oh, yeah, I love that thing. I would need to find a job. Maybe this summer we'll find a project for that cement mixer out there. That heavy-duty tarp. Oh my gosh, saved my fuzzy tail last summer on our trip. I tried using the blue tarp. The wind on the road ripped it to shreds. There was nothing left of that thing. Put the silver heavy-duty tarp on it. Weatherproof like you would not believe. It was like I sealed it in a Ziploc container. It was awesome. The Diablo hose. I've been using one of the Diablo hoses. Man, I love that thing. The thing is a beast. And we've got the double action variable speed polisher for $54.99. Somebody just asked about this on the forums. By the way, if you're not a member of the forums, you need to head over to denatools.com and become part of the conversation. I try to post, all the tidbits and stuff over there first before we talk about them here. And also we can have a more in-depth conversation rather than back and forth in the comments below. So this thing it's a lightweight, medium duty. They say heavy duty. It's a medium duty kind of a polisher. But, it even pros use this polisher. I can send you a link to videos with pros reviewing it, that it's in their kit and they use it. It's not their only polisher, but it's one of the polishers they use. All right, 20-foot telescoping flagpole kit. I haven't used this, but I'd like to hear from anybody who has. Let me know. Ames infrared laser thermometer. I've used tons of these type of thermometers. Not this one specifically, but I've got infrared thermometers. Basically, I don't know. I got a problem, I think. I might need an intervention. I've got half a dozen of them in the house. What happens is I get one, and then somebody with sticky paws runs off with it. I'm looking at you. And I can't find it. So then the next time I'm at the store, I get another one. And next thing you know, I've got half a dozen of them. They're all over the house. That said, they're great. I use them for all sorts of stuff. And at that price, that's as cheap or cheaper than you're going to find them in most cases for a decent quality one. 37-piece impact socket set with case for $23.99. Guys and gals, even the pros use Harbor Freight impact sockets. It's one of those no-brainers. Everyone knows it. They're good to go. No fear of buying one of those. Bauer deep cut portable bandsaw kit, $99.99. Do it. Do it. I love that kit. Get yourself one of those, what are they called? The jaw horse things, and you can clamp it in there in an upright vertical position. I built a little wooden table platform that bolts to the bottom there, so I can use it as an upright bandsaw. I can take it off and use it in paw. I love that thing. $100 off the greenhouse. I know a lot of you like that greenhouse. I haven't had any experience. I questioned about it. I said it looked a little flimsy. A bunch of people wrote me and said, no, Bear, this thing is strong as all heck for the size and for the money. It's great. I've had them up for years, and we love them. Alrighty then. That sounds like a good deal there. Kraus & Becker airless paint sprayer kit for $169.99. This thing's got great reviews. Talked to a lot of people who use it. They said it's good to go. Remember, if you're doing house paint, anything latex, anything thick, if it's as thick as, like, say, syrup, you're going to want an airless paint sprayer. If it's thin like water, then you're going to want, like an automotive style, air-based sprayer. We got the Pittsburgh 225-piece mechanics tool set for $99.99. Okay, yeah, I know. You guys like your tool sets. That's a great price on that tool set. 22 horsepower V-twin gas engine. This is the Predator. $669.99. Seems like a decent price on that one. There it is. The Pro Impact Wrench, $129.99. That's the one I have. Love it. 800-pound transmission lift. I haven't used that. The polisher. I don't have that, but I want it. I don't know why I want it. I don't want another 12-volt system, but it looks like fun. Oh, we'll come back to the trucks there. The shredder. ArcSafe auto-dimming welding helmet. That thing is a great deal. They make great helmets. Everyone says so. $40 off any shop press. There's a nice coupon for you. Quinn. A lot of these guys are liking those Quinn sockets. There you go. There's a whole socket set there for, well, not a whole. They skip sockets. We all know it. And that's for $9.99. These razors, these snap off. You use the tip, and when it gets dull, you snap it off, and you go to the next one for $25. I grab those things by the pawful. The scissors, they're a little flimsy, but they get the job done for 79 cents. Funnel set, I need to get one of those. Crazy glue. I recently found out, I know I've been stubborn and not using it, but I recently started using the gel-based super glue. I won't go back. I don't care if it costs more. I use it, you just use a drop here and there. It's been amazing. Safety glasses, not my favorite style. Zip ties, I buy them in bulk. Swivel headlamp, those there's a free coupon out on. The V-shape hang-all for $1.99. 3-piece hex drive socket driver set for $2.99. Those things are great. Don't use them with an impact. Yeah, you might get lucky and have it not bind on you, but it can bind in there. Tape measure, those usually have a free coupon on them. The assorted length elastic stretch straps, I'm not a fan of that style. The cheap batteries, the Bear hates those cheap batteries. Oh, he hates them. Magnetic toolbar, there's usually a free coupon out for that. There's the larger version of that tote bag with the ratchet strap tie downs. Those things are good as backups. Don't use them as your main tie down. Let's see here. The folding sawhorse. Good as a secondary sawhorse. A little too flimsy and flexible for a primary sawhorse. There's the single speed multifunction power tool. That's the multi-tool. $14. That's great. If you don't have a multi-tool, get it. Throw it, you'll use it at some point. You'll be stuck in a bind and be like, if I could only plunge cut this thing, or if I had a detail sander or something, that's the one you want to get. Step bits right there. I just use my step bits. I don't use them all the time, but when you need them, you need them. 3-ton heavy-duty steel jacks for $18.99. They're a great deal. Yes, they will hold 3 tons. Bauer chainsaw, $69.99. Now, that's tool only. Now, if you guys missed it before, boom, it's out. It's real. This is the real deal. I don't have this one in my paws yet, but one of our viewers managed to score one. I don't know how he did it. He's a crafty little bugger there. But that's his, and he's already used it, and he said he loves it. That comes with a 10-inch blade on it, or bar, or whatever you want to call it. You got to add oil for lubrication and stuff, but other than that, you pop a battery in, you're good to go. I'm going to have all sorts of fun with that this summer. I got all sorts of trees to prune down and whatnot. There we got the impact wrench again, the Bauer one. Oh, look, a Bauer hedge trimmer for $40. Oh, that's going to be... And there's the cordless jet blower for $49.99. I got some use for that. We got the sander, and oh, looky there. What is that? That looks like, yes, it is a Hercules cordless power tool. Yet another one. Oh my gosh. 25% faster cutting and 3 times more runtime than comparable saws or comparable saws. Oh, look at that. And they're real. There's boxes. Don't ask what's on top. Can't talk about that box. But look what's below it there. Yeah, it's a 6.5-inch cordless circ saw. Now, somebody commented before when I leaked this photo in the comments section that he was disappointed that it wasn't the 7, was it 7 3/4, whatever, the 7-inch blade, and it was just the 6-inch blade. And I've been noticing this trend in the cordless circ saws of the blades getting smaller, going to 6, even in some case 5-inch blades. Now, here's the question. If it can at least cut straight through a 2x4, do you need it to do more than that? You're not going to cut through a 4x4 in a single pass. That isn't going to happen. There's a lot of tabletop 10-inch saws that can barely do that. So you're not going to do that with a handheld saw. 3x3s I don't think are very common. So what do you need to do other than cut 2x4s and rip sheet good? Let me know in the comments below what you think the job of a cordless circ saw should be, and whether you think that a smaller blade will still do what you need it to do. My point is, the smaller the blade, the faster you can spin that wheel with less power. It's almost, I don't know the math on it off the top of my head. There is a dynamic curve to the size of the blade to the amount of torque required to spin the blade at the same speed at the tip. So you can spin a smaller blade as fast or faster with less power. That's why you can see like those little work saws with like the 2-inch blade ripping through 1/2-inch plywood without a problem. All right, we got the Herc bag. I need to get my paws on those. Those things look great. Hey, I just saw those Daytona vehicle dollies in store for the first time. They look like they got some really good build quality to them. If I had a shop, that'd be something I'd definitely be looking into. Hey, there's those Spectrum air sprayers we were talking about. The Braun 1500 lumens rechargeable work light. I might be giving that a try. Merlin. We're going to be talking about Merlin here in a little bit, but I've got these actual couplers right here, and I love them. Pocket-size earmuffs. You know what? If you're a Papa Bear and you got some young cubs, that's not a bad idea to grab some sets of these and keep them in the car. We run across events all the time, like some outdoor music festivals or fireworks or stuff like that. And, you know, little cub ears are a little more tender than ours are. So it's not a bad idea to have them there to throw them on them. Oh, look at that. The Skittles are back. We got all flavors in all sizes. 72, 22-inch deep, triple bank, extra deep cabinets for $1,000. Or you could spend $8,000 and buy a Snap-on. Hey, it's your money. And we got the job site saw. If you missed it, that was on sale for $299.99. That coupon might still be good. You'll have to go check it out. Hey, there's that roller case I was talking about from Apache. I almost bought it. I had it in my paws. I was like, hemmed and hawed over it. I put it back because I can't really justify it right now. I got other expenses ahead of that, but oh, it's not bad, man. If you're looking for a roller case, I would definitely consider that one. There's the Avanti sprayers. Those things are nice. I looked at those. There's the motion sensitive ones we're talking about. The solar one is the one I've tried. I really like it. Nothing freaks out a bad guy more when he's skulking around and all of a sudden a light comes on. All right, there's the 1.5 inch cubic foot lock gun floor safe for $99.99. Yeah, okay, these are not safes. They're not even really technically security cabinets. The lock on them, you can get them open pretty easily with some hand tools. They're not to stop somebody who is serious about getting into it. They're to keep prying casual fingers out, and they do a good job at that. I've actually been thinking about getting one of those and like building it into like a nightstand next to the bed. There's the 13-piece half-inch impact drive socket. I know a lot of you have been asking about my Cobalt sockets. The impact ones I got, they're great. I'm not selling them. Sorry, you're out of luck. I know I got lucky and got them. If you don't have them, these are the ones you want to get here. $15. There we got the Icon breaker bar. Not a fan of the Icon breaker bar. It's not bad, but it's $40 when I can buy the Pittsburgh Pro breaker bar for like $15 on sale. Oh, and there we see all the new Bauer stuff, the lawn and garden, or whatever they call it, power outdoor equipment, POE, I think that's what they call it. So we got the chainsaw, the blower, the hedge climber, and look, the string trimmer right there, 12-inch string trimmer, $50. All using the new Bauer batteries. You get the 20-volt, 3-amp-hour battery there for $40. We got the links there. You got the chainsaw, the pole saw, the blower, the trimmer, the hedge clipper there, their battery there, the 2.5 amp hour 40 volt for $69.99. By the way, I did see a picture recently that on the back of one of these Bauer boxes that there will be a pole saw for Bauer also. Oh yeah. And then down, if you don't want to go battery and you want to go corded, hey, nothing wrong with that. You got the Portland pole saw for $80, the chainsaw for $50, the blower slash mulcher for $44.99. The trimmer for $40 and the string trimmer for $28. There's the larger of the greenhouses. We got the Pull & Pro gas trimmer or gas chainsaw, sorry, for $170. I can't believe they're still selling those things. Propane torch for $30. That's not bad. If you got cement and you got weeds and it's coming through the cracks, this will get rid of weeds like nobody's business. Let's see you jump around here. The pressure washer for $99.99. I still haven't used it, but I know all you tell me it's great, it's fabulous. I'll take your word for it. Drummond, that's the other one I hadn't had a chance to use. I reached out and I had probably 50 responses. Everyone saying they loved these pumps and that they worked great. By the way, I ran into a young lady at a local Harbor Freight here who was using one of these to heat her pool here. She got on YouTube and learned about making the little solar heaters where you use that black flex tubing like you use for in-ground irrigation, and you run it in a spiral to let the sun heat it up, and you use one of these pumps to pump water into it from the pool, runs it through the coil, gets heated by the sun back into the pool. Save you some money when trying to heat your pool, because let me tell you, pool heaters can run you some big bills if you're not careful. And there we got the Predator generators. As I said, I'm not going to waste time talking about this. If you need a generator and you want to save some bucks, you just cannot go wrong. Even Consumer Reports is saying these are good generators. By the way, check down there. You see that 2,000 watt super quiet inverter generator? Right below it, you can run parallel generators to power your big rig kind of equipment. For those of you, like say, with a big fifth wheel or something like that. And we got more Predator. Predator. We got mulchers. We got the backhoe. Hey, Harbor Freight, why don't you let me borrow one of those backhoes this summer? I got this trench I want to dig, and I tell you what, it's giving me nightmares thinking about it.